Man, these people are so phony.
We really would love to know what your plan is to help lower the cost of living.
Yeah, first of all, thank you both for being here. And yours is a story I hear around the country as I travel. And in terms of both rightly having the right to have aspirations and dreams and ambitions for your family.
Yeah. Let's start with inflation. What do you tell people who wake up, frankly, each morning wondering, how am I going to get by financially?
Yeah, I tell them Kamala Harris and I know something about it. Being middle-class folks, our families sit at the table trying to pay the bill.
When we talk about bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people, what are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid.
So let's put a quick scenario out, and I actually put this on my X. The link below is down in the description. Say you want to take the wife out to dinner. If there's a woman watching, it's the husband out for dinner, right? You guys got this small child, and you don't have a family or friend, somebody like that, to watch them. So you're going to go with a trusted babysitter service. So you go, you contact the babysitter. Okay, yada, yada, it's the address. No, this is our rate. All right, send them over. And then somebody shows up, and they come like, oh, you know, they look presentable. They're dressed. They seem appropriate and all that. And you just want to ask them, like, hey, do you know the Heimlich maneuver? How long have you been doing this? You know, yada, yada, anything like this? Do you have any kind of karate background? Anything, any like little questions that you may have. And the babysitter looks at you with a straight face and says, you know what? I grew up a middle-class kid. Well, damn, in that case, come on, honey, grab my keys. What are we waiting for? We'll be back in a couple hours. We trust you. Thank you so much for answering all of our questions. That's what's going on. That's why I don't believe these phony polls. The person, the people that got you into this scenario now, where your rent, smoking, grocery, insurance, interest rates, all of this stuff, border being, the same person that created all of these problems is not only telling you, vote for me again and I'm going to fix the problems I created, they're saying, vote for me and I'm not going to tell you anything. And that's not just those couple, there's several clips of answering the same way and just deviating to something else. It's a very simple question. Sivaady, the prices are out of control, the insurance, the border's open. What are you going to do to fix this? I'm going to tell you what, we're going to get energy up and running in this country. That is the problem. That's why. How do you think the milk gets here? How do you think shoes get delivered? How do you think celery gets delivered? Everything is by truck. It's not some airplane comes by Walmart and drops it off and it lands through the ceiling. No, trucks bring everything. That's energy, diesel fuel. So now when Walmart or Albertsons or whatever the company may be, and they have the product come back and forth as well as the milk company, that's all ran by energy. And you look at the prices of diesel, all of this stuff is all interlinked. Same thing with electricity. If all of these prices are high, that's why you're paying so much for milk. We're going to ramp all of this oil production up to get that down to a fraction where you're not going to be paying these elevated prices and everything will come down because of it. That's how you answer the question. But that's if you have a plan. If you have no plan whatsoever, you say what they say.
I grew up a middle-class kid.
I grew up a middle-class kid. Let me tell you about this Buick I got when I was, my first car, man. This was a great four-door. The paint was a little faded. That's what they go into. What are you gonna do to deal with the border? Well, I was a prosecutor for about a good 15 years, and there's nothing more that I looked at is just making sure that people are held accountable. How is that answering the question? But the media doesn't push back. You see Oprah's just sitting there. The couple are sitting on the TV screen just nodding along, clapping like good seals. That's the problem. Somebody is telling you this and you're still going to go line up to vote for it? At least tell me and then you go from there. The reason they're not answering the question, her and that dude Walz, that guy, he is going to get completely demolished in the debate, by the way. It's going to be just bad for him. But anyways, both of these people are not answering the questions. That doesn't cause anybody to scratch their head. Just because the media is not asking them to elaborate on it, that's not giving anybody cause to pause. Just like the babysitter situation. They're not going to answer any of the questions. You're going to trust them with your kid? You're going to go and vote for these individuals right here. Nothing is going to change. You're going to look up it could be June of 2026. The prices are going to be worse. The situation's going to be worse. And these same people are going to say, man, I'm so sick of this. I can't afford rent. You voted for it. You voted for a person that's not even answering the question. So you get exactly what you deserve.
Not a joke.
But now that I know this new trick, this new magic, this sorcery, I'm going to use it now. Wife comes in, hey, honey, how come the dishes are still in the sink? I grew up a middle-class kid. You know, how come the baby's wet, has everything filled up in the diaper? I grew up a middle-class kid. Hey, didn't I tell you to get that rat out the garage? It's been there dead. Why don't you? I grew up a middle-class. That's all you need to do. And then she'll just turn around and walk off and she'll go get the rat out the garage. This is the solution. It's simple as that. What makes you think that I should hire you for this job? I grew up a middle-class kid. Well, damn, that's it. Shake my hand. You're hired. That's what's going on. But we have people among us, walking among us at the mall or at a grocery store, even driving on the roads. These people do not think for themselves. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. You vote for whoever you want. But at the end of the day, you're going to line up for somebody that's not even going to explain anything to you? And you're all right with that? And then they'll go on to all this. No, let's just talk about this. Why will they not answer the question? I don't need 30-minute soliloquies about your lifestyle and all the music and jazz you listen to. How are you going to fix the problems? And the simple answer is, the reason they're not giving you the answer is because they're not going to fix it. The policies that are in place today are the same policies that will be in place months in a couple years from now if these same people get in. So if that's what happens and you willingly go down there and cast, I want the same 4 years to what I just got. I know I'm broke. I know rent's crazy, but I want some more. Please, I'll have another.